There was just enough wind to fly a kite on Tuesday afternoon as a winter storm was on its way, and now overnight we've got enough snow to cover the ground. Probably won't see dirt until late April or early May. Mammoth Mountain reported about 13 to 15 inches of new snow, about a foot here in town. It is Thursday, January the 3rd, it's Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. Yeah, literally almost with the blink of an eye, we've got about a foot of new snow here in town. It hadn't even started snowing last night when I went to bed. And there was enough wind late yesterday afternoon as that storm was coming in for someone to be flying a kite out in the meadow. Now there's a foot of snow. We won't see the meadow, the ground in the meadow until late April or early May, we think. Well, a foot, 13 to 15 inches of new snow reported up on Mammoth Mountain, and there is a little bit more on the way, maybe today, but just over the mountains. I think the storm has mostly moved to the east and to the south of us. Looked like it was raining in Southern California, but there's a couple of more storms on the docket, one over the weekend and then one probably next week. It is Wednesday, January the 3rd, 2024. Hello everyone, I'm Dan McConnell. So yeah, 13 to 15 inches of new snow reported by Mammoth Mountain. There's a little bit more on the way. It was clear skies over the valley though this morning. Down at Mammoth Airport it was 17 degrees with some northwest winds to 15 miles per hour, 29.94, so still low barometric pressure. Same barometer reading down in Bishop, that happens quite a bit. It was 30 degrees down in Bishop with light north-northwest winds down there. So low temps in the upper teens here in town was 15 degrees at Sesame Street, 12 degrees at McCoy Station, and 7 degrees at the top with south-southwest winds 25 to 35 miles per hour. Over in June Lake it was 21 degrees, looked cloudy over there, and they got about a foot of snow over there. It looked like, I couldn't tell from their website, they didn't have a report. So that main band of snow has moved past the area. We may see a few light snow flurries in the mountains today, and cold temperatures, about 10 degrees colder than it was yesterday, with 30 degrees for a high expected here in town. Lows tonight around 10 degrees, and then tomorrow, Thursday, look for mostly clear skies and continued cold with highs in the 30s again. And then after high pressure quickly moves through the area tomorrow, there's two troughs of low pressure that follow. One on Friday is pretty much a dry cold front that comes through, but then the second one, which is also cold, will bring more snow into the upper elevations and snow down to the 2,000 to 3,000 foot level in some areas on the west side and the lower valleys in the San Joaquin. We can expect another about 18 inches of snow in the mountains by Sunday, and then next week, as early as Monday night, there's another one that's coming through, and that one will be cold also. And it's going to be a true powder day up on Mammoth Mountain. They're open from 8:30 until 4, but be careful if you go off-piste because there's a lot of new snow on nothing or just a very low base. So best to stay on the groomers or where you knew it was good beforehand. If you go exploring around, please go slow and check it out first. Up to 15 inches of new snow up there. And again, it looks like June got about a foot. On this day in history in 1496, references in Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks. I don't know if he really had a notebook back then in 1496, but apparently he tried to fly his flying machine and it didn't work, didn't succeed, but luckily he lived and he didn't try again for several years later. In 1888, the drinking straw was patented, and Alaska became our 49th state on this day in 1959. It's kind of windy out here in the meadow. The last Peanuts comic strip was printed on this day in newspapers in 2000. It's J.R.R. Tolkien's birthday, Bobby Hull, hockey player. Yesterday, the Bishop All-Star team played the high school team, and I'm not sure who won, though, the Mammoth Ice Rink. Stephen Still's birthday today also. And also a great local artistic friend of ours, Julie Ann Sprunger's birthday. Randy Robinson, I think he's in Hawaii, I think. My climber friend Dave and road biker Dave Urian's birthday. Nick Schley, S-C-H-L-E-Y. Hey, happy birthday, Nick. He helped me shovel my roof last year. Stephen Gomez's birthday. Callie Carpenter and Sandy Duff, now in Boulder, Colorado. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Hope you get out there and get some pow and make today the best day ever.